Hello guys and welcome to this new class in where we are going to compare the two most important softwares in terms of rendering in market nowadays. In my opinion, one of them is VRAY and the other one is called LUMION. The first feature that we are going to compare is the Sketchup compatibility. If we are talking about compatibility, in my opinion, VRAY is a little bit better than LUMION. The reason is because VRAY is incorporated into Sketchup as a normal plugin. This allows us to use it so easily while we are working inside Sketchup. On the other hand, LUMION is a program separated from Sketchup into which our models can be imported. Furthermore, if we decide to work in VRAY, we don't need an excessively powerful computer for the program to run well. On the other hand, LUMION really needs a powerful computer, especially a very good graphic card. So maybe you even cannot use it in your current computer. Finally, VRAY is available for Mac and LUMION nowadays is still not available for Mac. If I jump now into SketchUp, you can see here the VRAY toolbar once it is already installed. We have three toolbars actually: VRAY for SketchUp, VRAY Objects and VRAY Utilities. If we want to render, for example, this cube, we should go over this third option, render, then this window pops up and here we have our first render. On the other hand, as I already told you, LUMION is an independent software, so we need to run the software out from SketchUp. Here we are in the LUMION interface, which is linked with our SketchUp file. You can see here the same cube. The good thing that we have here in SketchUp in order to increase the compatibility with LUMION is a plugin called Live Sync. It is this one, LUMION Live Sync. You can get it for free from the extension warehouse, window extension warehouse, and here you will find it easily. The good thing about this plugin is that our SketchUp model will be synchronized with our LUMION file. So if I click on Start Live Sync and I make some changes here on this file, let's apply, for example, a material, this brick wall. I will select all the cube, letter B, one click, here we are. Then I have to save the file, save. And if I go now over my LUMION file, the changes will appear here automatically. If I didn't have that plugin installed in my SketchUp file, I should refresh the link from here, from LUMION, and then the changes will appear again, but that process should be done once here again in LUMION. Anyways, I will leave in your attached documents of this course both softwares, VRAY and LUMION, in order that you can install them easily and for free. The next aspect that I would like to have into consideration is the quality of the renderings. I could say that VRAY is a little bit better accordingly to this aspect, but just in case that you really want to get a super hyper realistic image and you really are required to achieve that high level in your render, then VRAY is your software. But in case that you are looking for getting a very good render, photorealistic as well, but you really don't need to be exactly as it is the real world, then LUMION is perfectly okay, and the good thing is that you can learn it much more easier. Talking about the learning curve, LUMION wins this match because actually it is one of its strengths. It is very intuitive, and after working with it a little bit, after doing a course, after practicing with some projects, you will have spectacular results. I could say as well that the learning is also fun, as it happens with SketchUp. On the other hand, VRAY has greatly improved the interface as well as the learning curve. Even so, it still has a slow learning curve to have high-level results. The next feature is the rendering time. This is something paramount when you are doing a render. And here Lumion is incredibly good. The rendering time is really short, and it also has a real-time preview of the render that you are doing while you work. This is something powerful, and it makes your life easier, intuitive, while it gives you a lot of joy while you are working. On the other hand, this is not happening with V-Ray. The render time can be very long. It does not have a previous preview, so the only thing that we can do to achieve that preview is to make low quality renders before the final one. So here Lumion wins clearly, and this aspect is actually related with the next one, called videos or animations. You have to keep in mind that for doing an animation, we need around 25 normal renders per second. So imagine the time that we will need in V-Ray for doing a 1 minute animation. If we need a lot of time for doing just one render, imagine if we need to render 200 or 300. On the contrary, thanks to that short rendering time, in Lumion the video generation is really attractive and easy to do. Furthermore, Lumion has a large library of characters, effects, sounds, weather conditions, landscape environments, etc., which will help us a lot to increase the quality of our animations. We will be able to introduce fire, waterfalls, wind, etc. So here we arrive to the final question. Which one do I stay with? V-Ray or Lumion? If we count all the points taken from the different features, SketchUp compatibility, quality of renders, learning curve, rendering time, and videos or animations, V-Ray has 19/25 points and Lumion has 23/25 points. So, in my opinion, Lumion is the best rendering software currently. Of course, this is my opinion, and as I told you, it depends a lot on what are the requirements of your future renders. But talking in general, I would say that I prefer Lumion. Actually, it is the program that I have been using for a long time in order to render my models. Here you can see some examples of the most recent projects modeled in SketchUp and rendered in Lumion. And I would like to let you know that I have a Lumion course in where we will learn everything about Lumion from beginner to expert with a model which I'm sure that it is very familiar to you because it is the Barcelona Pavilion, the one that we have been modeling during all this SketchUp course. During the course, we will learn everything about this software, and we will finish it doing an animation like this one. So time to say goodbye now, and I hope to see you in the next episode of this SketchUp course.